I'm going to do this as a live, but I want to share a bit of a story with you for those who are going through a bit of a tough time. If anyone knows me, as a teenager, I dropped out of high school, was kicked out of home, and spent time living on the streets as a heroin addict. When I overdosed on heroin 3 times, the 3rd time I was clinically dead for 3 minutes. And that's when I realized I was at a crossroads. If I keep doing what I have always been doing, I'm going to end up dead, in prison, worse. There are things worse than prison and death, actually. And there was a final moment for me, and I want to share that with you, this story. So if you're going through a bit of a tough time in your life right now, in your relationship right now, or if you've got a business and you're struggling with that, if we have breath, as long as we have breath, there is hope. And I think those that hit rock bottom and go through trauma and go through these really rough times in their life, that come through the other side and turn their life around, we have an opportunity to be able to inspire and help others. I even wrote a book about it, From the Streets to a Millionaire, sharing that story. But I want to share a bit of a story with you. As a teenager, a defining moment for me, because I'm one of the most positive, happy people you'll meet. But I've had suicidal thoughts and tendencies in the past, right? And as a teenager, I was living on the streets as a heroin addict and for a long time. And one night it was so cold, I could not find any shelter. So normally I'd stay at like a bus stop that had shelter, or I'd find a school or something like that. But this night I couldn't find anything. So what I actually did is I found a massive bush, right? This is a true story. I found a huge bush and I kind of burrowed myself under this bush, and I had pants and t-shirt. That was it. I had nothing but the clothes on my back. And this is before mobile phones and that were a thing, so we didn't have phones or anything like that. I believe at one stage I had a Walkman. But anyway, I woke up the next morning with the sun shining in my face, and it was like, I found out later, this is in Perth, Western Australia. It was so cold. You know when it's so cold, you look down at your hands and they're purple, and you look at your fingers and they're purple. It was freezing cold. I found out later it was -2 degrees. And I'm in like t-shirt and pants. And I was like, FM hell, right? This is rock bottom. It can't get worse than this. I woke up because the sun shined in my face. And I had a moment, I'm like, this is shit, I'm out, I'm done. I'm thinking I'm gonna end it in my mind. I'm like, that's it, it's time to end it. And something caught my attention in the distance. It was like something sparkled or shined in the distance. And I looked over and it was a big, thick piece of brown glass. Like, I believe it was a beer bottle or something. And I had this moment in my mind, I made a decision that I was going to end it. That I was going to kill myself, I was going to end it.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Because I didn't want this pain and suffering in my life anymore. I had no people in my life. I was, banished by my family, and I was even banned from staying in hostels at the time. So as I reached over to grab this piece of glass, I was going to slip my wrist with it. As I went to reach for it, in my mind, I'm going to slip my wrist and end it, and I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to I'm done, right? I'd made a decision. As I reached over to grab the piece of glass, this voice popped up inside my mind. I don't know if it was my subconscious, I don't know if it was my higher self, I don't know if it was God or something else, but this voice struck like loud. If you end it, they will miss out. If you end it now, they will miss out. And I was like, and I stopped, and I was like, what does that mean? And it stopped me in my tracks. And ever since then, I've always felt like I was meant to do something big, something great. Have you ever had that feeling like you're here for a reason? Because you are. You beat 400 million to 1.2 billion sperm just to be here, just to be alive. You already won one race, right? And so I've had 9 near-death experiences. I was clinically dead for 3 minutes, 3rd time I overdosed in heroin. I've been stabbed 3 times. I've been shot at. I've been hit with sledgehammers, run over by cars, all kinds of things. And that voice just created this sense of certainty to me that, like, I am here for a reason. And I share this story vulnerably with you because, as positive and happy as I am, I've hit rock bottom many times. And there have been times I've had suicidal thoughts. But I did not end it because of all the people, the lives that I can help make better. We are here to help the world be a better place. And we are here to squeeze the most from life. I believe that. That's why I'm a fan of bucket listing, traveling, creating magical. I believe life's about creating magical memories with the people we love and we care about. So I just wanted to share this story with you. Maybe it inspires some people, maybe it helps some people, that no matter what you're going through, no matter what happens in life, it's not over until it's over. If you have breath, then there is hope. And, I've been able to travel. I've been living out of hotels, traveled to 40 countries. I got 11 more countries. I'm about to go to Bali next week again. I've written a bunch of books. I'm about to publish my 3rd and 4th book. Build a business to multi-6 figures a month. And we provide work for a lot of people. I'm going to March. In March, I'm going to the Philippines. We start doing fundraising, revenue share for orphan children in the Philippines. We're providing work for Filipinos. We have clients in 19 countries we're helping. And Muhammad Ali once said, contribution is the rent we pay for having the opportunity to be alive in this beautiful world. And it's all about focus. What happened is I had this focus in my mind, I'm going to end it. Something broke my state, interrupt that pattern, and I went instantly from I'm going to end it to I'm here for a reason, let's do some big things and let's turn my life around. Like instantly. That's how fast change happens. Instantly. It's about making a decision and then having the focus. You've just got to condition that focus. You've been focusing on thinking about the negative so much, the complaining, the blaming, the excuses, being the victim, life's happening to me, poor me, this sucks, FML. Then you're in this constant cycle. Then that's going to perpetuate and you're going to attract and manifest more of that. You've just got to find a way to interrupt that pattern. When I had a life coaching business for 17 years. What I actually did is when people would come to me, I would have a life pattern interrupt. And often that would be skydiving. I get you to jump out of a plane. What is the thing you fear most? Go do that. That will be the greatest life pattern interrupt in your life. And it will instantly change. I had a business coaching client. His business got stuck. We were working together for a while, had massive success in his first 6-9 months, got stuck for 6 months. I'm like, you need a pattern interrupt. I went skydiving with him. His business doubled in less than 3 months after we went skydiving. Nothing to do with strategy or business or even working on mindset. We just jumped out of a freaking plane. Because if you can face your biggest fear, you can do anything. So it's about focus and it's about remembering that if you have breath, that there's hope. It's about decision and focus. And we can choose that. And I had a moment, a divine moment. There was a pattern interrupt. And I feel blessed because of that. And I've had many since then. And I know that I'm here for a reason. And that reason is to help others. And I hope that you find that within you and remember that. And I hope that gives you a bit of hope and inspiration. I don't know what you're going through. So have an amazing day. All of us go through tough times. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Remember, if you have breath, you have hope. And it's all about focus and decision. Condition yourself through audios and personal development and reading to condition your mind to focus on the right things, and the right things will begin to happen.